Welcome to the React Game Challenge. In this challenge, we will design a game, learn and write code for React.js components, make the app responsive for desktop and mobile users, learn and write code for React states and props, and deploy the web game app online. In the previous video, we have made our application dynamic by adding React states and props. In today's video, we are going to make final changes to the app and deploy it online. If you have come directly to this video, I will highly recommend that you watch the previous videos first to get the context of what we are doing. If you have watched the previous videos, let's resume the challenge. My name is Aditya Shenoy from Brainy where I make programming simple and fun. Today's first challenge is to click the subscribe button. Only 20% of people who watch my videos are able to complete this challenge. If you are not subscribed and would like to watch my videos in future, I will appreciate it if you click the subscribe button. Oh, I forgot to mention that there are bonus points to this challenge if you click the like button as well. Today's first challenge is to apply finishing touches to our application. In the last video, we have left our project in this state where our application is complete with all the stylings. It is responsive as well for desktop and mobile users, and even the buttons are now functional. So if I click this stone, it shows a nice animation, and based on the random computers move and our move, the score is also getting updated, and we can also click this reset button to reset our score so that users don't have to press the refresh button. So as discussed in the last video, there is no use of a project like this if it is not deployed online. Currently this application is deployed on localhost. That means this website is only accessible to this computer, this local machine, and to change this and to make this application accessible to multiple users, many users other than this computer, we have to host this website somewhere. But before deploying our application, let's make some final changes. For example, this logo is still of the React application, the title is also React app, so let's change that first before deploying. So for this part, let's focus on just the public folder over here. As you can see, the favicon.ico is the icon that gets displayed on the title bar over here. So that we have to change now. And these logos are just the same image with different dimensions. So we don't want these favicon.icos and logos because we are going to add our own logo. Now, instead of using the React logo, I will be using my channel's logo over here. You can use any other image. And for displaying this image on the title bar, you have to convert a normal image, that is PNG or JPG. Most preferably, it should be PNG because of the transparent background. And there are many online converters. I converted this image to .ico. You just have to Google convert PNG to .ico files, and that website will generate this icon files. And over here in the public folder, we have to copy these two files so that we can access those. So I will copy this and go to my public folder and paste it over here so that this is accessible now over here. And let's change the manifest.json. I can close this app.js for now, and our application name is not React app, it should be stone paper scissors. So I will do stone paper and scissors like this, and the short name and the normal name should be same for my case. Over here you can see that in this icon section there are the image names and the sizes. So we have just deleted this, so I have to change this file name because I have renamed that to logo.ico, and this should be just logo.png, and we don't have two icons. We just have one ico file and one png file, so that will do. And the resolution, so for resolution, over here you can see in the VS Code only I can see what is the resolution, and similarly for .ico this is 256 and the original is 1300. So in the manifest.json I will update that. So .ico file was 256 x 256, and this is x icon because of this extension of the file type. I will just move. Okay, and this should be 1300 x 1300. So this is just the resolution of the files. Start URL should be same, and the rest of the things you don't have to change. That is good. And let's go to our final file, that is in the robots.txt. You don't have to change anything, so I will not do anything for that. In our index.html, remember in the first video I have said that the image, that the web page that gets displayed actually, oh, this HTML file that you can see over here is this file, and all the elements, all the React components is getting added to this div inside this. So all the React components will be children of this div having an ID of root. So for the title bar and other customization, we have to change this. So over here, I have changed the name of the icon file. So I will do this logo.ico, and you can see that it is already taking place. The changes are already taking place, and viewport is good. And similarly for Apple devices, we have to specify a PNG file for, as you can see over here, Apple Touch icon. So we have that as logo.png. Manifest is the same file, we have not renamed or something like that. And over here the title, so I can rename this to stone paper scissors. No script tag is executed when your browser has JavaScript disabled and the entire UI is built on React.js. So there is no use if the browser is not has not enabled its JavaScript. And so this is a just error catching. You need to enable JavaScript to run this app. Otherwise, this application, this will be an empty road because JavaScript is not enabled. So nothing, no components will be added in this. You can choose to remove the comments or keep the comments as it is. And yeah, I think we are good. As you can see, the title is also updated, the icon is also getting updated, and this is also applicable for mobile users, so there is nothing to change in that. And yay, we have received an achievement, finish with finesse. Now our final task is to deploy the application. Before deploying the application, you need to make sure that you have all your changes made before deploying. Otherwise, you have to redeploy the application. Once you deploy the app, your changes in your projects will not get reflected online. So that's why we have done our finishing touches before deploying the app. For hosting, we are going to use the Google's product Firebase. Firebase provides a lot of other features inside this, but for our application, our game, we just want to host our application online. And click to go to console. If this is your first project like this, because this is my YouTube account and not my personal account, so I have not created any project for this in this Firebase. So I will go ahead and create a project. You can enter your project name, and over here you can see that this string that you can see over here, this is the URL, this will be the URL. So instead of having this random alphanumeric characters, you can go ahead and change this project ID is taken or unavailable. So we can change this to um, Brainy SPS. Yes, so this is available. So this is a short URL so that it can be more it is easy to remember. Brainy -SPS. I'll save this. You have to accept the terms. You can go ahead and read it if you want. I will continue. I don't want Google Analytics, so you can disable that. Create project. It will take some time. And here it says your new project is ready. I will click in continue. And this is the page that you should receive. And over here you can add this Firebase, as you can see, in iOS, Android, and web. So for our application, it's web. Add name of your project. Also set up Firebase hosting. Yes, we want that. And this is Brainy SPS. Remember the project name and the URL that we customize. So we have to do this and register application. This is an optional step. You can use this or you can include this Firebase if you want. But for our application, we are not using any APIs of Firebase. So I'm going to skip this. And this is an important step, npm install. So you have to copy this over here, go to a terminal and paste it. Npm install -g, 5 -g is for globally, and Firebase tools. So this will add, this will download and install your Firebase tools in your machine. And over here you can see that this Firebase tool has been installed, and we can go over here, click next. You can go ahead and log in. And what this will do is it will open your browser, and I have already logged in through my account that I want to deploy, in which this project is created. And this will just open a window, a tab in your browser, and it will ask you your Google authentication. Just have to enter your password, and it will log you in over here. And then what we have to do is do Firebase space init, which is the second command over here. You can just copy that. Are you ready to proceed? Yes. Well, from all these features, I just want hosting. As you can see, I have used my up and down arrow keys, and for selecting here it is mentioned you have to press space and then finally press enter. What do you want to use as your public directory? Don't click enter directly. You have to put build, because we are going to compile our app project to an production build before deploying that. So make sure you type in build like this. Configure as a single page app. Yes, because this React application will contain just one HTML page, and all other components will get dynamically added to this index.html. So this will be a single page app. So I will press yes. Automatic builds with GitHub. For now, I will go with no. Overwrite no. And Firebase initialization complete. Before deploying, you have to run this command, npm run build. What this will do is, now currently this project that we have made is good for development, because once we make any changes, it gets hot reloaded in our browser, but that slows everything down. And to run, and once the deployment is done, we don't need that deploy hot reloading features and other features. And this build will also compile all our JSX code into pure JavaScript code, and all other stuff that will happen behind the scenes. And I will go and run npm run build. It is written over here that it is creating an optimized production build. And yes, so the build folder is ready to be deployed. Now we can do Firebase deploy. It will ask you which folder, which project that you want. It is selected by default for me, but if it is not, you can select any one folder that you just have configured over here. And as you can see, it is already getting deployed to Brainy-SPS. Deploy complete, and this is the URL. As you can see, brainy-sps.web.app. .web.app is a URL for Firebase, and the subdomain is brainy-sps that we have configured in the initial step. So I will open this, and as you can see, look at the URL. It is not in the local host anymore. It is actually deployed online, and you can share this link with your friends and families to show what you have done. Yes, so as you can see, it is still working just as we have developed that. The reset button and everything is working, the animations, and it's still mobile friendly, that is responsive to mobile applications as well. And yay, we have received an achievement, went online. In this way, we have finished our React game challenge. In this challenge, we have learned designing JSX, CSS, responsiveness, React states and props, animations, and finally deployment. If you have enjoyed this video and this challenge, please do like the video, comment any feedback that you have for this video, subscribe to not miss out future videos of my channel. You can connect to me via LinkedIn, whose link is in the description. Here are some other videos and playlists that you might want to watch. And I'll see you in the next video.